Hello, I'm Joel Pruitt, and welcome to today's special edition of Special Education News. Today, we will be discussing a disease that all of us hear about, but that few of us understand. This disease afflicts an estimated 400,000 Americans and displays a wide range of unpredictable physical and neurological symptoms. This disease is called multiple sclerosis. Reporter Chris Bennett brings us more information about how this disease may strongly impact the school experience for some of our future students. Chris?
Hello, I'm Chris Bennett, and I'm going to talk about students with multiple sclerosis, also known as MS. What exactly is MS? Well, MS is a disease of the central nervous system, which includes the brain, optic nerves, and the spinal cord. It's referred to as an autoimmune disease, which causes the immune system to attack a person's own healthy tissue. MS can cause a number of conditions that include blindness, numbness, tremors, paralysis, and many more problems. Anyone can develop MS. There are certain genetic factors that put some people at a greater risk than others, but MS cannot be inherited. Most people who have MS do not become paralyzed. 2/3 of people who have MS are able to walk, though some may need to use a cane or crutches. There are medications that can slow down the progression of MS. People with MS can also do therapy treatments to make life easier with MS. Most students who have MS are in college, since MS usually doesn't develop in people until after the age of 20. But there is a small percentage of students with MS who are at the high school and elementary level. Students with MS can be those who have vision, learning, memory, writing, and socialization problems. Students who develop MS before they learn mathematics and grammar will have a more difficult time learning in school than those who develop the disease after they have already learned these skills. Students with MS can also have a hard time socializing with other students because they are feeling depressed, embarrassed, or suffering from fatigue. Some things teachers can do to improve the learning of students with MS are giving multiple choice tests for students with memory problems, allowing students who are fatigued to take frequent breaks, letting students with vision problems sit at the front of the classroom, or reducing the amount of homework for students with severe problems. Teachers can also use a formal 504 plan. This plan allows students with MS access to things like a computer for taking notes, more time for taking tests, or different types of therapy. Students with MS can also qualify for special education through the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Some controversies regarding students with MS include confusion of symptoms with symptoms of other conditions. Teachers may not realize this and think that a student is not trying or just being lazy. Teachers may also have trouble recognizing symptoms because they vary from person to person. The symptoms can come and go. A student may have a symptom and not have another one for a few months. The longer it takes to diagnose students with MS, the more difficult it will be for them to overcome learning disabilities.
Thank you, Chris, for that excellent information. Hopefully we can put that to practice in our future classrooms. Now that we're all a little more familiar with multiple sclerosis, let's take a quick look into the life of someone very familiar with this disease.
I've done several things with the National MS Society. I worked as an intern there with their marketing and communications. I would basically write press releases and develop advertisements that get the word out about one of their major events. I've participated in Walk MS, and I have volunteered helping arrange the Walk MS here in Manhattan, and it's been a really good experience.
And how has multiple sclerosis affected you personally?
My mom has MS, and it's been difficult. She's had it ever since I was a little baby, and seeing her have to struggle with this disease every day, it's difficult to watch. It affects the way she walks. It's very difficult for her to move her legs because her brain can't communicate correctly with her muscles, and she has to, take shots every week She has to take pills every week. And then, you know, we can't be in like really hot weather very long because it affects her and it makes her really, really tired. And just little things like that, and watching her struggle with it has been really hard.
The disease will be much more personal for students who have multiple sclerosis. Now that you have all been equipped with knowledge on multiple sclerosis, I hope you feel confident in accommodating this disease in the classroom. Wishing you all a great evening and a great career. Joel Pruitt, Special Education News.